Well, in part two of our project, we're going to color the flower, and again I'm going to kind of describe how I would do this with real watercolors as well as with digital. We've got our reference photo, and so I'm going to blow that up a little bit, and then you get it just the way I want it. Need to get it big enough so I can see it. I'm also going to use a color picker to get that purple color. Selected my watercolor brushes and got the presets turned on so I can choose my brushes. So let's get that in position. Kind of like getting organized with regular art supplies. You want to get everything where you want it when you're ready to start working with it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go to this little eyedropper thing down here, and what that does is that lets me go anywhere really on the screen and pick up a color. And just by clicking on it, I've got that nice lavender color there. I called it purple earlier, but it's really a lavender. And so now I'm coming in and now I want to go back to my watercolor brushes, and for this particular part of the flower I'm going to use, now it says medium wash there in the actual app. I changed the name in the actual app. That's unclean brush, but I'm just going to go in and I'm going to color the flower petals all in that same lavender color, and I'm not, as you see, going to really worry too much about getting the details right, in the sense that I'm perfectly staying within the lines, and in fact I'm just going to kind of cover it all up, because I'm going to come in later and by using other colors I'm going to add differentiation between the flower petals and so on. So I just want to get the base color in. Sometimes that's called local color, just whatever your main color in an object is. I always have called it the base color, but again, probably the more accurate term is local color. And so I'm going to continue to get that laid in very nicely with this dry brush or unclean brush. And it's called unclean because if it is dragged through another color, it's going to pick up that color and keep it. Now it's not doing that here because I've added another layer and I'm actually drawing on a different layer, and that's one of the nice things about being able to work digitally. If I were working in real watercolors, I'd be a little bit more careful here, honestly. I'd give a lot more attention to trying to stay at least within the lines. I wouldn't be bleeding over into the green like I am there, because with real watercolors it's not nearly as easy to clean up if you do something like that. So there's the just the basic color. I need to come up and do the flower bud that has not quite opened up yet. And again, I'm going to start out with that same lavender base. And then I want to just do a little bit more touch up here. Make sure everything looks the way I want it to look. Kind of get some of those little black areas covered up. And that's going to pretty much wrap this part up. Now we're going to go on and we're going to add some more detail. We're going to add a little darker shade to those flower petals. So let's go on to the next video.